Kris, let's just maybe talk about tomorrow's opponent, San Jose Sharks. I know you guys haven't seen them yet this season, but just the dynamic they bring, and of course, they led by Macklin Celebrini.
Yeah, they've got a lot of exciting players, led by Celebrini, of course. The season that he's having, it's quite remarkable. And looking forward to seeing him, and obviously we can we'll probably spend a little more attention on him and trying to contain him as much as we can. But they've got an exciting team that's starting to find their way, and missing the playoffs in the past, but now looking to get in. And they made a lot of improvements.
What did you learn about Celebrini playing him last year?
Just that he's a dynamic player, can make a lot of plays, and the year that he's having this year is far superior than it was last year. And last year he was a good player and somebody that we had to spend some time on and being aware when he was on the ice. But what he's doing this year is, he looks like he's one of the top forwards in the NHL, and whether he's a threat on the power play or 5-on-5, it's it looks like he's driving a lot of their offense. You can look at the stats, and of course that says that, but I think a lot of their play is dictated by him.
You talked a lot about how the Sharks are an up-and-coming team. You just saw an up-and-coming team in Anaheim the other night. Does playing them and then playing San Jose right after that kind of give you a good litmus test, so to speak, about what you're going to see tomorrow?
No, because the systems are different. They do things differently than that's their D-zone coverage or how they roll their lines and all that stuff. So I think they're both exciting teams with a lot of young talent. Yes, they are, but I think the type of game that each one plays is different.
Kris, you had a rare opportunity to have a full practice today. What's kind of the focus for you as you guys head into these last few games before the break?
Win as many games as possible and try and get some separation from these teams. And Anaheim's a team that was just right on our heels, and I think it was important for us to win and give us some breathing room. And same thing with San Jose. There's a team that's right on our heels, and we'd like to stay above them as much as possible. And I think, of course, some big games after that. But I think right now the focus is on winning the games that we have right now and not looking too far down the road. The break's going to happen soon, but these 4 games they're important.
Kris, when you get a young player like Szymanski up, are you more interested in watching from the bench defensively or offensively?
Both. I think it's important. I think in the past, coaches always look in the defensive side of it. Is he safe? Can he... I don't think that's the case with him. I'm getting reports on him, the type of player he is. He's very responsible and doesn't make many mistakes. Can he probably... Does he feel comfortable playing the puck, making plays? Does he feel like time... like he doesn't have time to make plays and he panics with it? But, for his first game, he had some really good puck touches and made some nice plays. Defensively, he checks well. He's big, fast, long. He checks the ice well. So, I don't think there's... we had a good report on him from the coaches from Bakersfield, and it's kind of what we saw.
You said next time you'll shoot it under the bar as opposed to on the ice.
Well, I think it caught him by surprise, and he just thought he could lay it in there, and he was thinking all he had to do was get it past the goalie, which he would have, but obviously there's some other variables out there.
Last 4 games before a long break for most of these players, is maintaining focus something that you have to kind of mention, or is it a stretch drive that they're kind of seeing themselves that they can empty?
I think, keeping the focus is important, and whether that's coming from the coaches. I think leadership's good at keeping everyone focused and knowing what's important right now. We'll have, put in the work and the attention to details here, these 4 games, and then we can relax for a little bit and then, start it up after in the end of February. But, I think it's important. I think they know what's at stake.
It's kind of weird because here we are in January, and then as soon as you come back, it's going to be March, basically. So you're...
it goes by fast, and you think about the trade deadline. The trade deadline's 7-8 weeks away, but it's only I don't know, for most teams, I don't know, 6 or 8 games away. So it's coming up quick.
Have you got in any way a different Connor McDavid this year with the Olympics on his horizon?
Well, this is the best I've seen Connor play for this long stretch, and whether that's just him playing well or him being focused on the Olympics, I'm not sure. But obviously, that is on his mind. He wants to do well there. But I think whether that was happening or not, whether the Olympics were happening or not, this certainly could be happening also. You know, he's one of the best, if not the best player in the NHL pretty much most nights. And yeah, I don't know. I feel that's a motivator for him to go to the Olympics and win a gold medal and do well there. But I think you'd still see this drive and this level of play even if that wasn't happening.
Right, he hasn't had his shot at the Olympics. He hasn't had a chance to have a Crosby moment or anything like that. How important do you think this is to him? How much do you think he's looked forward to this Olympic shot here? His first one?
Well, I was with him, not on the team, but I was coaching his junior team at the time when he was with the World Juniors, and I know that was a special time for him to be part of that. It was as a 16-year-old, but for him to be the player that he is and never get to perform or participate at the highest level, which is at the Olympics, I think that's disappointing to be able to see the best players not be at that stage. And, I think this is something that he's wanted to do for a while, and it's probably been building up for many years because he's missed Olympics where he should have been on them, but they just didn't participate. So, I think he's very excited about this opportunity.
So what's it like for you, as someone who's known him for that long, to see him kind of like on the cusp of this opportunity?
I think it's great that he gets to partake in that, whether it's Draisaitl himself or whoever's going to be at that tournament. I think those players like that extra competition. They like, you see in the playoffs, they like when the stakes are higher, and here for a tournament and representing your country, I assume that's something they're going to cherish.
So when Ekholm doesn't look like he's going, you feel badly for him, I presume?
Yeah.
Another defenseman, but not him.
Yeah, I feel Necky's a very good defenseman and should be at that stage. And, Bouchard, Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, those guys, somebody else picking the team, they're on it. It's such a fine line, and, they'll get some rest instead. But, it's obviously, I feel bad that he's not part of that.
Same forward as last game.
Yeah, we haven't decided that yet.
Speaking of Ekholm, is he just made this team today?
Ecky's day-to-day.
Day-to-day.